This is Dennis Pitzenbarger from the Power Automedia Group, and we are at the 2013 PRI show with Rick Roberts. How you doing today, sir?
Good, good.
You know, one of the things that's great about Edelbrock and the Fun Team is you guys are always innovating, and with this new E-CNC head family group, I think that you might even put it one way, maybe even reverse engineering when you're talking about small block versus LS.
Yeah, you know, the new LS is such a great engine. It actually inspired us to go back and look at the old-fashioned small block and take a new look. What the LS really has is big, good flowing ports. We never had the opportunity because we never had a casting that we could really do it in. In this modern age, everybody's CNC porting heads. So that we put the two together, I think we've got something now that'll make the old-fashioned small block give the new LS a run for its money.
Well, that's daring words because everybody's talking about you got to have an LS, but these new three variants in the heads really do have incredible flow characteristics and using that standard 23-degree head design.
Yeah, we took, again, a lesson from the LS. We put good size valves in them. We put skinny stems to keep the weight down. We built a casting that could take, with the water and everything, that could take a good size port. And then the flow numbers, ultimately, that's what really makes it work. So now, you know, we've got our 240cc head, which is kind of like for an upscale street car kind of thing. Still takes a regular old stud and guide plate. Then we built a bigger one, really kind of with our supercharger in the back of our mind. Superchargers love big ports. Again, though, no complications of valve train. You can still use a stud and a guide plate. But then we all know you move that push rod out of the way, now you're really talking. So for the guys who really want something really bad, we got a great big 275cc 2170 intake valve that flows 350 CFM. That's going to make any small block get up and dance.
Oh, that's going to be fun for anybody wanting that classic small block power and getting it with the advantage of the E-CNC heads. But we do have to talk about those LS motors because now first you started with the standard cathedral port, LS1, LS2 heads. Talk about that new head.
Well, the good old cathedral port was the initial LS kind of offering, and that always suffered from, it's got a push rod and a very skinny port entry, but nevertheless, we did some good things with that, and that's a very good, as an LS1, LS2 type of head, that really is quite an upgrade. But the one we really spent some time on and that we're really excited about is our LS3 head. Now here's a twist. We actually put smaller ports and smaller valves.
Wait a minute, smaller ports and smaller valves. My car guy mentality is going backwards now.
Well, we proved it out on the dyno. Everybody knows port velocity is very important. These heads flow really, really well. We back-to-backed them against some of the best big heads out there. We're talking about it's 10% smaller in size, but it makes just as much power. It's got to be snappy as can be on the racetrack, on the street, great acceleration. It really should be a heck of a head. We've not used the good old stock rocker geometry and all of that. We've moved valves around. We've thrown everything at it that we've learned from racing. And I think the customers will really be pleased with the way this works.
I'm sure they will. One thing I did want to mention before we end this is you can get these in a raw form if people want to do their own head work.
Absolutely. We are our own foundry, made in the USA. We cast these things with plenty of material so we can cut them and make them look the way that people want. But if you want to do your own thing, have at it.
Well, Rick Roberts from the Fun Team, Edelbrock, always good to see him. And obviously, we're here. 2013 PRI show. I'm Dennis Pitzenbarger, Power Automedia. We'll see you soon.